This is a 999 guide for Ashes of the Damned. I personally did it in Cursed, but you don't really have to. That said, Cursed actually makes certain parts of the grind easier for a few reasons I will explain later. These are the augments that I used. You can see them on the screen in the description, so I won't waste any time explaining them here. If you're playing on Cursed, you want to equip the easiest relics possible to reach tier 3. At the time of me making this video, those are Teddy Bear, which decreases time in between rounds, Dragon, which disables all ammo boxes, Spider Fang, which only makes the game harder if you lose your perks, and Boss, which makes enemies regenerate health. The boss sounds bad at first, but we'll be killing zombies so fast they won't even have time to start healing. There are a few things you want to get before starting the strategy. You need the Wonder Weapon, Gold Armor, Casimir's, Permaperks, and enough salvage to reach Ultra Rarity. Once you get the Wonder Weapon upgraded at least once, you can already start speeding up your setup by doing the strat. Permaperks are very nice to have and will save you a lot of time if you go down often. Just be careful with Macchiato. If you make it a permaperk, it will multiply every time you use an injection, and if you end up with too many perks, the game will eventually remove all of them. If you didn't get the ray gun from the vending machine, all you need to do is buy wall weapon that is already orange, pay an extra 8k salvage to make it ultra rarity, and feed it to Chompy. That will guarantee you a ray gun. Once you have everything, you can start doing the strat. For safety, I recommend switching your field upgrade to Frenzy Guard. You only need one door to keep closed, and it's the door in Ashford on the right side of the Vulture. If you open it, the strat still works, but keeping it closed gives you more control. Also, if you open it, it will make your maximum rounds a bit slower. This strategy is similar to what we did before PG got nerfed, but with one important difference: we do not spam it. PG now has a cooldown of about 3 to 4 seconds, and if you jump before the cooldown ends, it will only deal around 5000 damage, and more importantly, it will not knock down zombies. If that happens, you will get swarmed instantly. To time it correctly, my trick is to jump when my Wonder Weapon has 3 bullets left. After exploding your spikes, double tap the shoot button to bypass the cooldown. Without doing that, zombies will reach you much more often. Also, always leave one spike in the magazine so you can keep shooting faster. During maximum rounds, you want to use your ray gun. I find this spot to be the easiest, and you can also use Casimir's here and throw Molotovs to kill Ravagers faster. If you run out of ammo, just switch back to your Wonder Weapon. You might be wondering why aren't we using Toxic Growth, since it would make the strat easier. The reason is that in the late game, your field upgrade takes forever to recharge, so most of the time you wouldn't have Toxic Growth on the ground anyway. Because of that, it's better to just do the strat without it and save your Frenzy Guard charges for emergencies. That's basically it. It might sound easy, but in practice it can be very sketchy at times, so here are a few extra tips. You can get the Wonder Weapon from Mr. Peaks if you get very lucky, and Mr. Peaks can also give you a lot of free perks. It also helps you to turn your back to zombies right before exploding your spikes, because zombies that get through will deal less damage to your armor. Throw Casimir's immediately after exploding your spikes to prevent them from failing, and you don't really need to use Casimir's to kill the bears, since Pack-a-Punch level 4 deals with it pretty easily. You can also use Klaus to learn the timing for the strat. He lasts for 3 minutes after deployment and recharges in 2 minutes, and he will revive you infinitely. That gives you about 3 minutes of safe practice time, and he's also great for safety in general. If you're down to 1 armor plate, throw a Casimir and use that time to let your gold armor regenerate and pick up more plates from the ground. If you lose a lot of armor at once, just use Frenzy Guard. When you get insta-kills, throw a Molotov in front of you, then into the spawn on your left, then in the furthest spawn, and then into the spawn on the right. And if you have more Molotovs left, repeat them in the same order: left, far, right. With this strategy, I reached round 99 in about 61 hours, and with the flawless game and the fast setup, a sub 60-hour game is definitely possible. If you have any questions left, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Let's go! 999 on Reckoning, let's go, finally, holy shit.